So it's Friday, you all know. Everybody's getting ready for the weekend. And part of that is all across America, musicians are getting ready to do shows tonight and Saturday. And with that, we all, getting ready to travel or do shows in our local city. And part of that is trying to get people out to come and check out these shows and be in the audience and support and just see what we got going on. So you're going to have a lot of musicians today, throughout the day, reaching out to people in their circle of influence and their friends and family and people that like their music, and reaching out to these people to get them to come to the shows. And a lot of times these conversations kind of go a little something like this. It'll be like, hey, I got a show coming up tonight. We're going to be at such and such. I want you to come out. You should come check us out. And the other person will be like, oh, for real? Y'all playing tonight? Well, what's the cover? And the musician will be like, well, the cover is $15. And the response is going to be something like, oh, for real? Well, can you put me on the list? And that's like the wrongest thing that you want to say, like when you're dealing with a musician that is inviting you out to a show. These conversations, they're like kind of like coded. When a musician is asking you to come to the show, they really want you to come. And if they mention to you like what the cover price is, it's because we want you to pay it. So like when you ask, like, hey, what's the cover? What you're really saying to the musician at that point is like, hey, can you put me on the list? And a musician will tell you, like, oh, don't worry about the price. I'll just put you on the list. Now, if they want you to be on the list, that's what they'll say. But if they respond and just tell you, oh, well, the cover's like $10, the cover's $15, that means we want you to pay the cover. So when a person says in return, oh, well, can you put me on the list? It's kind of like a slap in the face, because at the bottom line of all of this is because we live in a society where everything costs money. The money that the people pay when they come and pay the cover charge at the door, most of that directly goes to the musicians who are performing. So like when a musician puts somebody on the list, if that cover is like $15, then that musician is actually forfeiting like $15, like literally. So when you're asking to be put on the list, you're basically asking the musician to, hey, can you pay me to come to your show? And it's kind of like, not really cool to do that, Another thing you got to consider is like when you like a band or like live music or like entertainment, and you say you're a fan of it or you say you support it, that support eventually, in some way, shape, or form, it has to come to a point where it's financial support. Again, that's just the world we live in. Eventually, maybe one day we'll evolve into a utopian society where there's no money and none of that matters. But the way things are now, it's like everything costs, So like even for the four or five people that's watching me on this stream, it's like you got to pay your cell phone bill and you got to pay for your data plan just to even watch me talk right now. So like, part of everything that we do, it just costs money. So when you are invited to see a musician play, or if you have a band that you want to see, like the best way to approach it is to just go ahead and pay the cover and never really ask to be put on the guest list, and just wait for that invite. If a musician wants to definitely put you on the guest list, you'll know, because they'll come out and say, hey, I want you to come to this show. Don't worry about anything. I'll just put you on the list. But other than that, just assume that they want you to pay to come see the show. Because other than that, it's not really support. Like as musicians, we can't really do much with people that come to the shows but don't pay to see the shows. Like if we spend 3 or 4 hours playing and we don't bring home any money, it's kind of like we could have just stayed at home and just played in our living rooms and basements for that amount of time and been in the same position. Now there are some exceptions to this rule though. Now if you're the type of person that you're like part of your music scene in your city, and you come out all the time to see people play, and musicians see you out, bands see you out, and you like every weekend you out paying the cover and supporting the local scene and being on part, then that's cool. Like if you have a week where you want to come out and you just don't have it that week, and you approach a musician that and say, hey, I want to come check you out this week, but I'm kind of light. And if that musician knows that you're one that always supports, then that's a different situation. other than that, if you're like married to a musician or in a relationship with a musician, then that's cool. Granted that you're on good terms at the time, because if you're not, that's still kind of like a slippery slope in a way. But that's about all I want to say on this. Just, if you get invited out to a show this week, make sure that you do not ask to be put on the guest list. Just wait for that invite. If not, just support your local scene. Support the cats that are providing quality entertainment to you. You'll feel good for doing that, and the musicians will feel good because they're doing what they love and making a living, and everybody's happy. But that's about it for this. If you're in Indianapolis, I'll be at the Jazz Kitchen tonight with Rob Dixon. If you live in Akron, Ohio, I'll be there tomorrow night with my band playing at Blue Jazz. So definitely want you guys to come check us out. It'd be great to see you guys either in Indianapolis tonight or in Akron tomorrow. But that's it for now. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.